We dive into the headlines. It is time for Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai. And we do start with the Dolphins winning their last regular season game in the tenure of Brian Flores. Didn't know it at the time, but that's what's happened here. The news we've gotten here on Monday. 33-24 was the final score. What's your headline in this game, Chris?
It's not you, it's me.
Uh-oh.
Right? You know, that's what you say when you break up with the girlfriend?
Yes.
To make her, let it down easy. It's not really you. You're perfect. I have flaws.
Yes.
And I got to get it figured out. And that's what Stephen Ross said to Brian Flores after the game. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
I have flaws.
Yes.
And I need to find somebody else that can correct these flaws. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. And it sounds like this was some sort of power play down there. It does.
How so?
The owner was not content with the way things were going down there, and whether it was the GM or Flores or whatever, he took a side and realized he wanted to stay with the GM and Greer. And I'm sure Greer, again, the GM, always has the ear of the owner a little bit more than the coach. The coach is busy coaching the team. The GM gets to be like, oh, wait, you're in town? I'll stop by your office. Oh, you want to have dinner tonight? Oh, we're going to watch the game together in your box, and I'll sit next to you. And when things go good, I'll go, look at all the good players I drafted. And when they go bad, I'll go, why did our coach do that? I don't know. It has that look from the outside in. I don't have a specific knowledge. I know little tidbits of things here and there, but I'm still shocked by it. I am. And the more you hear here, too, just from hey, I heard this early in the year. I heard Florio reported a little today, But Brian Flores was wearing people out down there. Well, yeah, he's a tough SOB. He is. He's not there to this is not a Boy Scout leader or a band camp, leader. He's just not what he is. He's rough. It's a football team. That's why they're tough and rough themselves as a team. So I was shocked by that. But either way, that was a way to go out yesterday. And, they played good. His defense played good. They made plays. And really, ultimately, what I came away with more than anything, all right, just to go back to the game for a second, is I didn't sit here and go, oh, man, the Dolphins just really outplayed the Patriots. I did not. I went here and went, there's a number of things. There's the pick six. There's the fumble by Mac Jones. There's the lining up on the center on a punt by the Patriots where they're going to get the ball back, and now it gave the Dolphins a first down. The fake punt, then they got screwed over with the fake punt. The Dolphins aren't going to get it. The punter's going to slide. Brandon Bolden goes to hit him, doesn't even hit him, and they call unnecessary roughness. What? But so the Patriots did some stupid stuff yesterday that's not really like them, I guess is what I want to say. Not to take anything away from the Dolphins or anything like that. Other thing, too, that I was shocked by, yes. Dolphins ran the ball on the Patriots. I did not expect that either. Not with that offensive line. And the Patriots' defensive line has kind of been the more disappointing things here down the stretch, is the fact that they've been pushed around a few times by other teams' offensive lines.
Have the Patriots, they're a playoff team, but have they collectively hit a bit of a wall here? Mac Jones, has he hit a wall? Has the team hit a wall?
Well, they have to play a certain way. They're not explosive enough on offense to kind of overcome certain obstacles. So that's really where I don't know if I sit here and look at it and go, oh, it's a wall. I just think when they're not the type of team that, oh, you're down 17-0, you're going to come back. That's not what they are. They want to be in a close football game. We're going to be smart. We're going to produce situations, right? We're going to run the ball, run out the clock, wear you out that way. They're not like, oh, let's get in the shootout and have some fun out here type of football team. Absolutely not. And really, when you look at the Colts game, they shot themselves in the foot and got behind in that football game. Buffalo, hey, they went toe-to-toe with Buffalo in a lot of ways. I mean, again, that game was a one-score game. I think it was, 28-21, something like that. And Josh Allen made 2 or 3 of the most unbelievable plays in the world on third down to go down and score a touchdown to put that game away. So that was another game where, yeah, they lost, but it wasn't a bad effort by them. I'm not giving up on the Patriots. I'm not. But they're just not good enough. This is not like Tom Brady and the Patriots yet, all right, where they can go, we screwed up early. We'll chip away. We'll come back and win this game. That's not who they are yet.
They are a playoff team, though.
They are a playoff
something that
team.
Miami is not, despite finishing 9-8 after going 1-7 to start the year, and finishing 10-6 last year.
Yeah.
And so you got into a little bit of the stuff. Compass Traveler.
I just don't get it. Go ahead.
Wanted to know the narrative behind the curtain with Brian Flores, and more will come out.
Yeah,
on that.
but I
More
think
will
that
come
narrative is real a little bit. I know I've told people in this building, he is rough. There is no doubt about that. I don't know how much whether his lack. And again, no knowledge, like lack of wanting to get behind, or what the issue with Tua. That's where I'm all interested to see where this goes here. Mm-hmm. I am. And again, anybody that'll tell you is they have Tua because of Stephen Ross. Period. So, I hope he's not getting fired for something the owner did, and then I didn't. We couldn't make it work with the guy that we didn't think could make it work, but you forced him on us. Oh, great.
Probably didn't help just seeing Justin Herbert do what he did in that game on Sunday Night Football.
Wait, can I make one more point too about all the games?
No.
I wish I would have said this off the top. All right.
Yeah.
You. I got to kiss your feet. You have no. All right, but here's. I will say this. We look at these games and you go, okay, they got something to play for, right? But, it was a weird day yesterday. Yeah, the Rams have something to play for, but they're in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. The 49ers were desperate. Yeah, the Chiefs had something to play for, but they knew they were having a home playoff game. It didn't really matter. So there is still a psychological element in some of these games yesterday where, yes, I know technically there was something to play for, but, not to the point maybe where it gives you the edge or the playoff intensity of we're going home. If we don't win, we go home today. There was a few games like that where, I think we could look at it and go, yeah, just because there was something to play for doesn't mean they came with the same edge as maybe as some of these other teams that they were playing against.
The Bills were playing for the AFC East title.
Yeah.
A win against the Jets is all they needed to have, and for a while there, looked like it was more difficult than it should have been. They did end up getting the win, 17 points over the Jets. Your headline for this one is?
9 times. 9 times, Mrs. Bueller.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, of course.
Yes, your one movie you've seen. Buffalo was all over Zach Wilson.
9 sacks.
9 sacks everywhere. I mean, poor Zach Wilson. He had to deal with that to end his season. Go up in Buffalo and just get absolutely demolished and run over. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. I mean, again, you could see that the Jets were going to have struggles moving the ball against that football team. It was a tough matchup for them. The Jets are not a great running team, all right, nor are they a great passing team. Buffalo could stack the box and scare them away from the run. Leslie Frazier and McDermott could have all the people dropping out. The passing game for the Jets, it's still in its infancy levels to where it's you can kind of figure out how they want to attack you. I'm sure they had people all in the passing lanes giving them issues there as far as Zach Wilson's concerned. The defense was smothering. The offense is what to talk about with the Bills, but it's the same thing. I mean, the Bills, hey, I'm pumped that we've seen a little run game for them getting going. But again, it's still it's the Josh Allen show. So it's never going to be this well-orchestrated, oiled machine where they're just going to dominate teams. No, it's too predicated on him making individual great plays outside the realm of the offense. And, yeah, that's why there's ebbs and flows to their football team, and they're a little bit dependent on, wait, we need Josh to make a play, so then they're worried about him, and he could throw a screen to Devin Singletary, who can now make a play. Right? It's just a lot of that, and that's a hard way to be consistent on the offensive side of the ball all the time.
Tom Brady is booty wrote in. He said, love the pod as always, but damn okay, Josh Allen on his first touchdown throw to Stephon Diggs breaks 2 tackles just to throw a laser while being tackled. If anyone asked for one play that defined Josh Allen, I'd show him that
Well,
one.
That's where I tried to make this a little bit of a sarcastic reference last night because I don't know if people really know what they're watching with Josh Allen sometimes. I come away and I talk to friends sometimes and I'm like, what? All right, so wait. He broke a tackle. He stiff-armed a defensive lineman and threw him to the ground, and then threw a sidearm throw out of bounds to where his guy can reach and get it, and nobody can. And we just go, oh, that's Josh Allen. And I want to go, what? I mean, that's insane. It's insane. And that was an insane play. I tried to make that reference because, I don't know if everybody realizes what they're watching sometimes with Josh Allen. It's a freak show. He is a freak of nature. and they're too reliant on the freak of nature, which is, a little scary. And that's what we question about how really good are they? But hey, they're going in on a positive note.
Yep.
They got the home game. They got the Pats coming to town again, which I wondered, do you want the Pats coming to town or do they not? I wonder how they feel about that. I do. Maybe they feel like, hey, we got a hold of their offense. We know how to slow them down. I don't know. I would think you would not want the Patriots coming to town. I don't. I mean, again, another crack at them. They've got to see Josh Allen twice. They got to see the whole unveiling of the offense in the second game against the Patriots. So now the Patriots D is going to know how to defend off of that a little bit. Be interesting to see. I think that'll be a nail-biter of a football game.
I do think it's possible we are sleeping maybe a little bit on the Bills because all 11 of their wins were by double digits and all but one of their losses were by one possession, I believe. So it's like they've won big and they've barely lost those losses. So it's perhaps, even though some of the weaknesses that you've pointed out are definitely legit.
Well, the problem is the losses are against all playoff teams. And the wins are those that you're talking about for the most part there's the Falcons and the Jets and the Panthers and the Jets. They killed the Saints when they were ravaged by injuries on Thanksgiving night. So I guess that's what's a little scary about
quality wins. Where
quality
are
wins. And they beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, but that was early in the year when Kansas City was really not the same team they are now. So that's where we question them a little bit. But man, yes, I'm with you. And they put pressure on you. That's where I love the Bills.
Sure.
It's full attack, Josh Allen go. It's people at the line of scrimmage, crazy shit on defense, and they're going to make you perform under that pressure to beat them.
Dallas can pressure the other team with their defense this year, much improved. They did that against Philadelphia's second and third string team, basically out there, winning 51-26 on Saturday. Your headline for that game is?
Sorry, I'm
such a quick transition.
Back on Dak?
Back on track.
Back on Dak. Is Dak back? If we get into a whole rhyming session here.
That's a lot of questions. Do you have any answers for that?
Well, because I don't, okay. Whoa, he 5 touchdowns against a bunch of second and third stringers for the Philadelphia defense. Whoa. They're back, everybody. I mean, I kind of got a laugh yesterday waking up on, Sunday and just everybody praising the Cowboys. There's no questions now. They moved the ball against the third stringers. Here we go. That did nothing for me. It's good. It's positive. It gives them a little confidence, certainly, something to build on. There is that aspect, certainly. But I don't think, they're going to be fooled. I don't think Dak and the offense got on the plane and were like, we're back, man. That Eagles defense, the way we moved the ball today, we got it going again.
But they probably feel like they
could score. Positive.
They could score 50 on anyone. They could feel like we could do this against most defenses.
They probably do. It gives you a yes. There is positive here. There's no doubt about that. Because you go, well, look, when we execute, we know what we're doing. Look how good we are. These are our capabilities. But that was a very weird game to get a feel for altogether. I did not come away going, oh, my gosh, wow. And then, the other aspect, too, and this is where it gets into, there was something to play for, but not something to play for. The Eagles moving the ball in the Cowboys defense, which looks like they had a lot of their starters in. That was a little concerning. But, again, there's nothing really to be playing for the Cowboys. So it's hard to gauge that football game in general. They're both in the playoffs. Cowboys are very talented. It's going to be awesome to see that matchup against the 49ers. I do think their defensive line will be the key to the football game. It's going to be on them to ruin the game. And then I expect Dallas's offense versus the 49ers defense to be a slugfest. I think it'll be hard. But the one thing I look at is Dallas, will you throw the ball outside and attack these corners? Can you do that? I don't know. But certainly a playoff team and a lot of good there. But, yes, I still have my questions about this Dallas offense. I do. I have more questions about them than I do the Dallas defense.
Cedric Wilson looked good. He had a career-high 119 yards, a couple touchdowns there. Michael Gallup hurt, and so maybe he can be a star for them in the postseason. That was Give Me the Headlines, presented by Hyundai.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.